The stock market appears to be doing very well. Things are going pretty well right now. A lot of money is being made, and I'm going to talk to you guys about what's going on and what you might want to look at when it comes to the stock market and all this other good stuff. So buckle up, seatbelt, get comfortable. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black economics and Black wealth from a Black perspective. I am not a finance professor who happens to be Black. I'm a Black man who happens to be a finance professor. So everything that I see, everything that I do is through the lens of achieving one specific goal. The specific goal is to close the racial wealth gap and to put our people back on top. And those in the B1 community, we believe in the B1 philosophy. B1 means that we are Black first. We solve our own problems first. We're not here to save the world. We'll save the world after we save ourselves. B1 also means that our children will be number one when it comes to economics and wealth building within the next 50 years. Not all Americans, not all Black people, but B1 people and their children will be running the world within the next 50 years. B1 also means we understand we must be one in order to be successful. So that means that we have to find ways to build healthy relationships with each other so that we can build businesses together and build communities together and start schools together. If you agree with that philosophy, put a hashtag B in the number one in the chat, hashtag B1. Also hit the thumbs up button. Everybody right now, please take 1 second, hit the thumbs up button and then put a B1 in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me. I totally forgot to connect my microphone and I don't know if you guys can hear me well enough or not. Last night I was messing around on I was playing Call of Duty Warzone and answering questions. Sometimes I play Warzone and I talk to you guys about stocks or whatever while I'm playing video games. That's how weird I am, but just accept the fact that I'm a weirdo and I'm proud of it. And I disconnected my mic. So give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me okay. Hello, Vincent and Lakeisha and Percy and Dante and Latira and Karan and everybody on Instagram. How you doing? All right, so let's get it cracking here. A lot of you are making money in the market now. The week started off kind of tough, and then because you had that big drop, big massive drop, several hundred points, and now everything's good, right? I'm gonna tell you, you can't appreciate the sunshine if you don't go through the rain. You can't. The bad times make the good times feel good, right? The bad times are what you need in order to enjoy the good times. So in the market, you had some downs. But the downs tend to be followed by big ups. And I mentioned to you guys earlier this week. Remember, I was telling you this week. I said, look, I know your feelings are hurt. You're a little bit sad because your bank account's kind of getting its butt kicked right now. But based on my research and the stuff I wrote about in my dissertation, in many cases, when you see a big dip in the course of a day or a week, you tend to see a big up movement the following day or the following week. So there was nothing guaranteed, right? I told you guys that, if usually when somebody catches a cold, they get better, right? So they say, hey, I'm sick, I can't come to work. You say, okay, well, I'll see you when you get back. But every now and then they're really sick. Every now and then they're in the hospital for like 3 months, right? Or maybe they even die, God forbid, right? So you don't know for sure. But in most cases, when they get sick, they get better. So the stock market, in most cases, when it gets sick, it does get better. These standard reversals are kind of common. So, and then also when it gets better, sometimes it gets sick. So just kind of be ready for the fact that some of these gains may be pulled back from you. And so you may want to pop in some stop loss orders or something to protect your portfolio or buy some put options or whatever. But for the most part, if you were buying the dip, which I told you guys on Monday, that's what I was doing. I said, look, I'm going to go ahead and just bite the bullet, grab some cash, buy the dip as much as I can, and then just see what happens. Well, that made some money, right? I made a lot of money because I bought a bunch of stocks when they were really cheap. And so congratulations. Even to those of you who own meme stocks. I told you guys, I'm kind of really done messing with AMC like that. Don't get me wrong. I'll dabble because I like to sell the call options. I like selling covered calls. Covered calls on AMC stock are extremely expensive. So if you're into that kind of thing, that's a good way to make money. But as an investment, as a long-term investment, AMC absolutely is not the best option that's out there. I'm not going to say it sucks. I'm not going to say it's terrible because it hurts people's feelings. And that's what I tend to do because I'm a mathematician. So I tend to just tell it like it is. Sometimes I hurt people's feelings. My wife helps me understand that because she's an empath and a social worker. So she brings out my more sensitive side. So I'm trying to be more sensitive and say, look, I'm not saying the AMC sucks. If you're an AMC ape and you done fell in love with the company and you think y'all going to get married and AMC's your ride or die chick, then by all means be Bonnie and Clyde, run off into the sunset. I hope you make $1 trillion. But let me just just remind you that the fundamentals are not really there. AMC is literally a company that has a fundamental value of about a penny. That stock is worth about a penny. So just know that when you're buying it with the hope that other people will keep buying it, because if they stop buying it, then that's going to kill the stock price. Okay. So anyway, with that being said, what else is going on with the market? Right now, there's a lot of confusion about what's going to happen with this virus, whether this Delta variant is really going to be serious or not serious, and that kind of tends to be the conversation among the experts right now. It's like, what's this going to mean? Is this going to lead to a shutdown? They're not, and we don't know right now. Like FDR always said, what is it? The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, or something. Well, the most uncertain thing in the world is uncertainty itself. So not only do you have uncertainty, but you have uncertainty about your uncertainty. That's statistically speaking, that's kind of a like where you measure things like, I don't know if for statisticians in the room, you might know this as the mean and the standard deviation and all that, right? And not to get too complex, but there's actually a standard deviation of the standard deviation. There's actually a mean of means, right? And so what that means is that you're not only are you not sure, but you're not even unsure about what you're unsure about. Right? You have the known, the unknown, and the unknown unknowns. Like Franklin in the show Snowfall. Not only does Franklin know that his future is uncertain, but he doesn't even know where the uncertainty is coming from. He doesn't know if it's because the cops are going to come get him. He's a drug dealer, by the way. He doesn't know if the cops are going to come get him. He doesn't know if one of his homies is going to betray him. He doesn't know if he's going to get killed by a rival gang. He doesn't know, right? So you have uncertainty, but you have uncertainty about the uncertainty. And that's what's happening right now, is that a lot of people just don't know what's going to happen with this Delta variant. A lot of that won't get answered until school starts. If they start shutting down schools, that's going to kill your stock prices, because that means people can't go to work, which means companies will lose money, right? So, in fact, if the Olympics makes some stupid announcement like, we decided to cancel everything because this variant is out of control, well, then that's going to kill your stock prices too. Personally, I think they're overreacting, not because it's not real, but because I think that it's manageable. To me, the question is, if somebody does go out and something happens, is there a good hospital they can go to, and do they have a reasonable chance to survive? The answer is yes and yes. I haven't heard anything or seen anything anywhere about major cities where they don't have enough hospital beds to help the people that get sick. I also am not seeing a high death rate. They're not talking about it. Death is a great way to sell newspapers. So if there was death, then they would have talked about it. They didn't talk about it. When all those Republicans had those events, I was watching the data just to see how many of these old, sick, fat Republicans are going to die because they're all having these parties and these get-togethers. I said, well, if what they're saying is true, then you should see them dropping like flies. You should hear about a new Republican dying, 2 of them per day for like a month, right? That's what I was looking for, right? I was looking for the death, not because I'm a cynical asshole, but because I really am trying to find the truth. That's it. I don't trust these people. They lie, right? Well, anyway, when that all went down and all of them survived, including the fat guy in the White House, I said, well, shit, man. I'm not saying it ain't nothing. I'm just saying maybe it ain't what everybody's cracking it up to be. What's up, Chris? Give me 1 second, bro. So anyway, my homeboy Chris is here, so I don't have much time, but I just wanted to give you guys a briefing on what I'm seeing in the markets right now. So right now, things are looking really good. Let's see here. I'm looking here. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet. According to CNBC, they said Tuesday was a textbook oversold bounce. That means that they oversold. They overreacted. Remember, I told you the market tends to overreact following Monday's collapse. Beyond short-term gyrations, however, for value and cyclicals to reassert leadership, we will need to see yields bottom and economic growth beat estimates. 2 things we think will happen. The bond market is having a lot of volatility right now. Stocks that would benefit most from a continued swift economic reopening are set to bounce again on Wednesday after rebounding from the Monday sell-off. Shares of Carnival went up. Las Vegas Sands went up. So cruise ships and casinos got hit the hardest. Airlines got body slammed. I bought some American Airlines. I made money on that investment almost immediately because I felt like that company's a solid company and it's going to do fine, and that was a temporary gyration. So when I see the market dip, my first question is it serious or is it something that looks transitory? It looked pretty transitory. That's why I bought. So anyway, I'm going to have to run, but I want to tell you guys about something new that we have just created. It is a new film that we just made. We have spent 2 years making this movie, and it's basically on how people build families and how you stay married. To be honest with you, I'm sick and tired of everybody getting all their relationship advice from people that got 18 divorces and 14 babies mamas and they hate black men and all this other stuff. You need to stop that. We need to stop this war. If I was a white supremacist and I wanted to destroy black people, you know what I would do? You know what I would do? I would spend all my energy convincing the black man to hate the black woman. If I do that, then that means the black man will only show up to the black woman long enough to have sex with her and to get her pregnant. And then he's going to run off into the woods to go get somebody else pregnant, like an animal, like a goddamn animal. So if you want to know where I am, and I'm just being 100% honest with you guys, I'm sick of it. I think it's stupid. We cannot hate our women. Women, ladies, stop hating your men. Get your damn therapy so you can get over your daddy issues, so you can learn how to love a man properly. The man I'm about to go in here and meet with, and you guys are going to meet with him. He's my homeboy. Our families get together and we do things together, and I love this guy immensely. His name is Chris Davis. Chris Davis is arguably the world's leading expert on automation, on business automation, on how to build a business that scales to make millions of dollars based on computer automation and technology. Same thing they're doing in Silicon Valley. Same thing that the Zuckerbergs know. Same thing that that these multi-billion-dollar companies are doing. He helps companies do that. So he and I are going to go in here and talk shop and talk business. Let me tell you why we're talking business and how this works. Chris and I are buddies, and we talk together, we do things together, and our families get together. Our wives, hang out, they work out together, we go on trips together, and we do things together as families. So that's a deeper connection than just I know you, we're doing business together. It's all about family, y'all. I'm telling you, it's all about family. So what I did was we made a film called Till Death Do Us Part. Tiara KJ Williams is the director. She's aka Miss Black Hollywood. She's an excellent director. She's done a lot of great films that have done really well in the B1 community. She got a bunch of couples that have been married no less than 30 years. She got couples that could show and prove that they actually know how to do this thing, not people that could just yap and sound good about relationships, with people that actually did the work to put in 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, etc. And she said, drop the knowledge on the community. These are your teachers. These are your empire builders. These are the people that can show you how to get it done and how to do it the right way. You do not make relationship and love a do-it-yourself kind of thing. You want it to be something that you get help on. So that's what this film's all about. It's called Till Death Do You Part. And I'm so concerned about what I'm saying that I want to show this film for free. I know Tariq's movies cost money. Other people's movies cost money. No disrespect. Those are great films. You should see them all. But this film will cost you nothing. You just have to show up and pay attention. And so the film is called Till Death Do Us Part. We're going to show it on Thursday night at 8 p.m. for free. I want you, if this resonates with you, please go to tell your family, share this video. The URL is blackmovienight.net. That's where you register. It's right there on the screen, blackmovienight.net. We're going to watch the film, talk to the couple. It's a 6-week process. We broke it into 6 pieces. That's how serious I am about this thing. It's not just a film. It's going to be like a class. So we got 6 couples coming in to really give y'all the honest game. They're not flashy. They're not going to show up on the internet with a Lamborghini. They're not doing like selfies, trying to look good, trying to do thirst shots. You know what they're doing? They're working on building their family and their family empire. That's what they're doing. So people like that, the real heroes in your community, are not loud. Most of them are very, very quiet, and I want these quiet heroes to get the respect they deserve. So if you want to come to see the film, you can watch it for free. It's blackmovienight.net. Go register right now, and I'll see you guys Thursday night. All right, I gotta go. Chris is in there waiting, and I'll let you guys know more. We're talking about some stuff we want to work on together, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. So it's blackmovienight.net. Somebody please type that in so others can see it. That's blackmovienight.net. So let me see here. All right. So somebody says I'll stop throwing shots at Kevin. I'm not throwing shots at Kevin. I'm just being honest with you about the fact that hating black women and attacking and beating up on black women ain't the way to fix this. You got to understand, black people are sick. We are sick. My daddy, my biological father, did not raise me because he was running the streets doing dope. A lot of y'all had terrible mothers. Maybe that created some mommy issues. Anything that starts with how terrible black women are or how terrible black men are, that ain't healthy, y'all. So I'm sorry. I'm not throwing shots at nobody, but there's a difference between quality support versus trying to be entertaining and getting likes and views. Remember, every time you cut somebody out and tell this lady she gonna die alone just so you can get 1 million views on your video, that lady might go home and slit her goddamn wrists. And if she goes home and kills herself because you've convinced her that she's gonna die alone, she trusted you to give her advice, and you done told her she's gonna die alone, and she goes home and kills herself, well, that blood's gonna be on your hands, bro, because there's a nicer way you could have said that. A nicer way. All of us have weaknesses. All of us have issues. All of us have problems. And the last thing I really want to do is sit there and tell you that because you got this deficiency that may not even be your fault. It may be because your mama was on crack and your daddy went to jail. The last thing I should be telling you is that you're going to die alone. So that's my 2 cents. That's just what I'd say. I cannot do anything other than to be honest with you guys. And that's just what it is. So blackmovienight.net. I got to go. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day. Take care. I'll check back in a little bit later. Peace.